Hi and welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to talk to you about working from home. As you know, because of the coronavirus situation right now, many people are starting to work from home, and as someone who have been working from home for almost 3 years now, I know how hard it is, especially in the beginning, to create your own routine, to have boundaries between your work life and your personal life. So I decided to make this video with my top tips when it comes to working from home and staying productive. All of these tips will apply to you if you start working from home or if you start studying from home. So even if you're a student, I know that many schools are turning into an online education system right now. And again, it's the same challenges that many people have with working from home. So this video is also for you. So let's start with my first tip. Obviously, like I said, the biggest challenge is to create a boundary between your professional life, your work life, and your personal life. And this requires you to be really clear about the times that you're going to allocate to your work routine or your work time and your personal time. The easiest way to create this boundary is to actually determine your work hours. If you're someone who is working by the hour, or if your company already tells you you have to work between 9 and 6 or 8 and 5, that's easier. But if you're someone who is actually getting things done and you can work whenever and wherever you want, then it gets a little bit trickier. What I like to do is to set aside from 8 to 6, that's my work time, with a 1 hour lunch break in the middle and some breaks which we will talk about later. But the idea here is actually separating my time into two categories. For this, I'm using my Google Calendar. Everything that is my morning routine, everything that is house, home, personal related goes before 8 a.m. or after 6 p.m. And having these strict boundaries with your time when it comes to working from home is key to get things done, because I know how easy it is to just start doing something in the house, start doing the laundry, at 1 p.m. or something, when you should actually be working. The second tip is to actually get ready. I'm sure you heard about this before, but let me explain what I mean here. When I first started working from home, it was really easy for me to work in my pajamas or in sweatpants, no makeup, nothing whatsoever, and it was okay, it was great, right? But as you go on, it creates this, again, no boundary between work and personal life feeling, but also it is easier to procrastinate, because when you're not dressed up, when you're not ready, which is basically a personal armor for me, it's easier to go on the couch and watch an episode of a show on Netflix or do something that you wouldn't really do in your work outfit. So when I noticed that I work better, I'm more productive when I'm all put together, I decided to include getting dressed, putting on makeup if you do normally, and putting on shoes into my morning routine. I have shoes right now as well. I'm working from home, like you see. I'm not talking about a crazy makeup, crazy hair, but something that you would wear outside, not staying home. And that will hopefully prevent you from going to the couch and have a nap, or do something that you wouldn't normally do when you're in your work outfit. Especially shoes. Shoes changed everything for me. So I have some pairs of shoes that I only wear home so that I can leave all the gunk outside of the house. But I always wear shoes. And around the time where I stopped working, around 6, 7 p.m., I changed to my slippers. Like, that's one of my routines, telling my body, telling my mind, work time is over now. Number 3 is to prevent distractions. Distractions are everywhere. Even in your office, not necessarily working from home. People will come and talk to you, especially if you're living with other people. Maybe your kids, maybe your husband, maybe your wife, maybe your housemates. People will come and talk to you if you're home. So you have to make it clear to them that you're not home on vacation. You're basically working and you're not open for these questions. The easiest way for me to do it, since I have an office with a door that I can close, I close my door and I put out a note saying, don't come in. I'm concentrating, I'm working. The time we take out from work is not the 2 minutes that we answer that person, it's actually getting out of the zone and getting back into the zone. The concentration that we lose, which is about 15-20 minutes each time we're distracted, I think, minimum. I've seen something on the internet and I thought it was hilarious, but if it comes to that, you can also do it. Just put an A4 paper on your back saying, I'm not here. I'm literally not here, don't talk to me. I think having an open communication with the people that you live with is the easiest way to go, but I would take these measures if I had to. And obviously, if you have a room where you can work in with a closed door, that's ideal. But I understand that not all of us have this opportunity to have a room dedicated for work at home. So that A4 paper idea is brilliant in my opinion. Next tip is about video calls. Nowadays, they're becoming a bigger thing than ever. I love video calls. I love using Zoom, Skype, Google Hangouts, whatever, because I always say to people, why lose the time on the commute if we can have it on video, basically? So that is and has always been my time-saving hack. But now with this corona situation, I know that we actually have to have video calls. My tip here is actually how to have a background that is professional looking on Zoom. That's the platform I use. If you're using Zoom as well, this is gonna be a game changer for you. I have here a great home office, as you can see, and I have a very professional looking background, which is great, but not everybody has that. And the reason I have it is actually because of these videos. So what would I have done if I didn't have this background? Zoom actually allows you to put a virtual background so that not everybody can see the details of your personal life. Maybe in the background we have your laundry basket, maybe something that you don't want people to see, so you can use one of these backgrounds and make your video calls look really, really professional. Another tool that will be great in my opinion if you're working from home and don't have a laptop is a Bluetooth keyboard for your phone that turns the phone into basically a tool that you can answer emails super fast. This is my favorite product lately. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description box if you want to purchase it. It's not expensive, but it is a game changer for me, and I think it will be really easy for you to use working from, different places or different tables in your house. Maybe you turned your kitchen table into an office. Maybe you don't have a laptop, like I said. This would be a great idea in my opinion as well. Again, you're gonna be in control of your time completely. You're not gonna be in the office, so there will be distractions. There will be things that you want to be doing or you think that you could do, but work needs to get done. So planning is essential when it comes to working for yourself or working from home. It's all about self-discipline and how you allocate your time to get the task that you need to get done. My system is a combination of a paper planner from my own brand and Google Calendar. I basically plan out the week on my paper planner, and then I go ahead and time block on my Google Calendar. So I know exactly what I need to be doing when, and I don't have to think about or procrastinate on the things that I need to do. There are a lot of videos on my channel about planning and time management if you're interested, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see a flip through of my planner, how I plan my life basically, not only my days, but my life pretty much. Let's talk about the emails and the phone calls or notifications in general for a minute. These are the biggest distraction. I know that people around the house could be a distraction, but this is definitely going to be a distraction. So I have a couple of ideas to prevent other people controlling your time, because that's exactly what happens when you check your phone with every notification or when you read every email as they come in. For emails, you can have an add-on to your Outlook or your Gmail or anything that you use pretty much, a system that will pause emails from coming into your inbox. They will literally hold the emails in front of the door, and until you say so, they don't deliver the email into your inbox. So you don't actually get constant flow of emails. Therefore, you can do the things that you need to concentrate on. Same thing with the phone. I always turn off all notifications when I'm working. I don't answer phone calls. Again, for both of these things, you can set rules, like if this person or that person calls me, please ring to the phone, or if this person emails me, or if an email has the word urgent in it, please make this particular sound. You can create these rules within the systems that I'm talking about, but generally don't get emails all the time if your job is not answering emails every day. Again, phone. When you're not working in an office, what happens most of the time is that you check your phone, you check Instagram, you check different platforms, because nobody's around you to control what you're doing at the time. And that is not something that you want to get into, because you can easily lose hours and hours checking your phone, checking your feed, checking this, checking that. Don't do that. Put that phone into a drawer, put it somewhere else, put it in another room. Don't check your phone unless you're giving a break and you allow yourself to check the phone. The idea of working while having music in the background is really attractive, I know that. But the problem is, if you really love the music that you're playing and if the songs that you're listening to have lyrics, you will want to sing along. And the problem with that is you won't be able to concentrate 100%. So I recommend, if you're working from home, have some playlist that has concentration music or focused music. I'm leaving my favorites down in the description box as well. There are some apps that you can use for this particular reason if you don't want to have music on but some concentration sounds. I'm also going to leave that in the description. But the idea here is don't do anything you wouldn't do at the office, basically. Don't turn on the TV, don't turn on music that you want to sing along to, or anything like that. Make sure that you're fully concentrated on work so you don't have to work after 6 until 10 p.m. basically. When you're working in an office, which I used to do for pharmaceutical companies before I started my own business, it's really nice because you can take a break, you can walk around, you can go to the bathroom, things like that happen, so you get off of your desk and then you come back. When you're working from home, that doesn't happen much. So I would recommend something like the Pomodoro technique that will keep you having breaks, because that's the key when it comes to being productive. You can set timers on your phone as well, but like I said, phone is a distraction, so it won't be the best idea. The best solution here is to have a kitchen timer. Set it to 25 minutes as Pomodoro technique suggests, or do it for half an hour, 1 hour, depending on your maximum concentration period. If you can concentrate for an hour without losing the intensity of your brain power, then do it for an hour, but definitely do give regular breaks during your workday. Let's talk about the food and workout aspect of working from home. Those are the hardest to get into a routine, in my opinion, because what happens is, first, your kitchen is there, you keep on snacking. That's what happened to me. And second, you sit all day long, you don't even walk to the bus stop, so you're not even moving at all. So you should be working towards making these two things work for you. With the coronavirus out there, being healthy, staying healthy, and eating really nutritionally valuable food is really important right now. So try not to eat the food that your body won't benefit from. Try to have good foods included in your diet. And when it comes to movement, gyms are a hotspot right now, so people are not going. I know probably you won't as well. So finding a way to work out from home would be really helpful if you don't want to put on weight and if you don't want to lose the, health that you probably have right now. So what I would recommend is having a morning yoga routine. It's the easiest thing to do from home. I'll leave my favorites again in the description box below. Have it done every morning, 20-30 minutes. That's what we're doing right now. And get it done, stay productive, stay healthy. I actually made a video about this, how I stay healthy as a busy entrepreneur working from home. And I will leave the link to that video as well if you want to watch, but obviously in that video I'm talking about the gym classes that we take. That's not happening anymore. So what I'm doing is also doing my morning yoga and keeping my body working. Another physical thing that you will probably face when you start working from home is the lack of daylight that you're exposing yourself to. Again, even your walk to the bus stop was giving you some level of daylight. I'm not saying that's enough, but now that you're staying indoors, it will probably be minimum. So what you can do for this is, first, go to the window and try to expose yourself to daylight. And second, I think you can invest in a daylight lamp. That's what I did when I first moved from Turkey to Switzerland, because that was something that I immediately noticed. I was feeling more depressed. I wasn't feeling as healthy as I used to, and that was due to the lack of sunlight that I was getting into my system. So working from home, sit in front of it, have your breakfast in front of it, maybe turn it on when you're working the first 10 minutes so you can have your daily sunlight. And I think you can actually keep this habit going on, as well as some of the other things that I mentioned in this video, so that you'll have a more healthy lifestyle in general. Oh, also I should mention this. When you're working from home, it's really easy to decide on working from the couch, sitting on the couch, really comfortable, work from your computer there, work from your laptop. It's not the best idea. I've tried it, trust me. You're gonna be more productive if you have a desk. Maybe you're using your kitchen table, maybe any desk, or you can invest in a little one for now. I think working from a desk, if you can, is the best way to go to stay productive. And the last tip that I have today is about alarms. We talked about how important it is to create a structure into your day, having a morning routine if possible. I think this is a perfect time to create your perfect morning routine because you're going to have some extra time that you're saving up from the commute time that you're no longer having. So maybe you can start working on a really good way to start a day, and you can carry on having that morning routine when hopefully this whole thing is away. But have structure into your day. What you can use for this is, like I mentioned in the beginning, having alarms. Create an alarm to wake up. Create an alarm to finish your morning routine. Create an alarm to start working. Create an alarm for having a lunch break. Create an alarm to stop working. Create an alarm to go to bed. And that is providing a guideline. Obviously, being flexible is really important, but if you just let go of your control of time, it's really easy to stay late. It's really easy to not be able to wake up in the morning. It's really easy to get, lost in this whole situation, because I know it's not easy. I know it's isolating. I know that working from home requires a lot of self-discipline, and I'm hoping that these tips help you. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns about any of the things that I mentioned or working from home in general, please let me know in the comments below. I will answer to every single comment, I promise. Because this is a time where having even this interaction is really important. I know how hard it is to be on your own, working on your own. And I think even a video interaction, even a comment is helpful sometimes, because we also need to take care of our mental health right now. It is a really hard situation. It's hard for everybody. And I just want to be here for you as much as I can. Like I said, I hope it was useful. I'm looking forward to your comments, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay healthy and take care. Bye.